big band era of the 40s, the 60s gave shape to a musical style that is still indelibly etched into the minds of anyone who was part of it. The Flower Children now have children of their own. And the original Jefferson Airplane is now the Jefferson Starship, minus most of its original members. So where have all the flowers and the musicians gone since that historic encore in 1969 called Woodstock? Barry Melton of Country Joe and the Fish, 1969. Now Barry Melton, attorney at law, 1983.
I started studying right about that time. Right around that time, right around 1970. Every now and again, somebody introduces me to some woman, you know, who's all grown up, and they say, "Why don't you meet Betsy? She was born at one of your concerts."
Now Barry Melton hopes to musically be born again in the 80s with some other minstrels from the 60s. Dinosaurs, ages 35 to 45. They predate the Transamerica Pyramid in San Francisco, but in their glory days in the 60s, they were the new wave. Drummer Spencer Dryden of the Jefferson Airplane, then and now.
1970, I built a boat. In 1977, I became a personal manager. In 1980, became a bartender.
On bass, Peter Alvin, who used to back up Janis Joplin with Big Brother and the Holding Company.
I have a regular job now, so
What are you doing?
I'm shop manager for Architectural Model Supply Firm. And so this is kind of a fun thing to do on the weekends.
John Cipollina, formerly with Quicksilver Messengers, is the only one of the Dinosaurs who never stopped performing.
I think I can do everything that I did in the 60s. And as far as standing on the stage for the best of them, I've been lucky. I have.
Each of the Dinosaurs has their place in rock history. Each of their respective groups were giants in the music business. Many of their albums have been designated as classics. But Robert Hunter, who wrote for the Grateful Dead, is quick to point out the difference between the music then and now.
The quality of the music is better, generally. It got pretty raggle-taggle in the late 60s, listening to some of the old Airplane tunes, some of the old Dead stuff, and like that, it's hard to believe how raggle-taggle it was, and people have learned to count a little through the 70s.
Getting together now, some people have likened it to the boys getting together to play poker on Wednesday nights. Did it start like that? Is it getting more serious as you go?
Hey, I hope it doesn't get too serious, man. That's not what it's all about. I mean, I think one of the great differences between the 60s and the 80s, actually, is we came in at the beginning of when people were taking rock seriously, so we never took ourselves quite seriously. Whereas in the 20 years since we've been around, people started taking it really seriously, you know? They didn't even call it art when I started in it. They called it something else.
The music of the Dinosaurs today is a mixture of old and new. Peter Alvin still sports the psychedelic guitar of his Janis Joplin days. But his teenage sons are likely to say, Janis who? And aren't impressed.
They recognize that they're offspring of a particular kind of culture, but they definitely don't associate themselves with our music from the past and what we're doing right now. They like Eddie Money and Styx and some other more contemporary, Billy Joel.
But what if the Dinosaurs collectively hit again and had to hit the road and give up their suburban lives and straight jobs, like lawyer Barry Melton?
Sure. I don't think you really have to give up anything. I think you just put things on hold while you're doing something else. But that's kind of like if I had a $10 million case, I might put the Dinosaurs on hold, you know.